Hey YouTube, Fred from Cleaner Garage here. Well, before we get stuck into today's video, which I'll come up very shortly, a little bit of context for today's video, because you're probably wondering, why does Fred have this VF 1000 horsepower Commodore and tractors and trucks, and what does all this stuff mean? Well, to give you a little bit of an insight about the truck to start with, it's actually a replica of my granddad's truck, and similar to the tractors as well, but we'll talk about them on another episode. But the truck itself is something I spent a lot of time on as a young boy on the farm. It's a truck that I fell out of around a corner, and my granddad saved my life as he reached out and grabbed me. And it's just got very fond memories of me growing up and the ethics of hard work and stuff that I'm going to pass on into my boys as well. So let's have a look at an example. This little book here is called The Memories of Jim McLean's. And if you have a look, this is one of the few photos of my granddad's truck. It's a pretty ordinary photo there, but it was a C1300 International Harvester, and there it is loading hay and millet in the 50s. So anyway, I'm going to bring my truck up to full restoration standard, get it to where our farm is, and get it working again. But at the moment, it's in the shed. You'll see it in today's video. It's looking and sounding awesome, and yeah, I hope you like the video today. Hey YouTube, welcome back to Cleaner Garage. And that's a surprise. We're not working on an LS1 today. We are working on an International Harvester C1600 truck. A bit of a teaser there. No LS motors in this truck. It's a traditional 345 pushrod V8 in all its glory. Big iron block, iron heads. Straight out of a International Harvester ACO fire truck. I've rebuilt the carby, put a new Holly on it, new electric fuel pump. It's got a custom-made radiator and a thermofan, and I'm just having a few dramas with the thermofan not coming on at the right temperature. So I'm going to start the truck up, see if we can start to fault find it. And I've already had a look in here, and it's not that fuse there. I've checked that power. It's got power to the fan. It's not that fuse, and that's a bit upstream anyways. So anyway, I'm going to start the truck and try and warm it up, get it to temperature. The fans are supposed to come on at 180, and in all your starting techniques, you should use this great Australian product. Not a sponsor of the show, it just works. All right, let's see if we can start him up. All right. It's a bit of a procedure to start. Choke fully out. You can hear that electric fuel pump prime. We've got our starting assistance, and let's see how we go. It's going to take a few turns, so be patient. Let that starter motor stop. Oh, it fired. Oh, it's nearly there. Oh, bit of backfire through the carby there. What do I reckon on this go? Oh, nearly. Whoa! I don't want to rev it when it's cold. Got to keep the revs up. Go too low, it'll conk out, so just got to keep the revs up slowly. Got a bit of oil on the headers over there. That'll wear off. Electronic readout there, and I think that's the temperature coming up. on just there. That's degrees Fahrenheit, so that's 88. So I'll keep an eye on that and see if that, as that comes up, whether or not the thermos will come on. Oh, heard a magic noise. Woo! Oh my Lancer. So, it looks like someone's stuffed around with the temperature setting on the thermos, so they were set too hot. And therefore when they weren't coming on, I was freaking out and turning the motor off. But as you can hear, they're on, baby. All right, so that's problem solved. So let's see what temperature they're set to. They are set to about 160. So that's a fraction cool, so I might ratchet that up after this little episode. But yeah, obviously the thermostat is registering 160. There's an override on the actual thermofan and you can adjust it there. Well, that's a mystery solved. And I suppose that's the beauty about working on trucks and things. And there's no computer in this thing. You've just got to work it out yourself. And you learn a lot about how things work. And, you know, I'm no mechanic, by no stretch of the imagination. That car is testament to that. That Clooney goes to a mechanic, it gets serviced, it gets tuned. I'm just the lucky recipient that gets to drive it. But these things, the trucks and the tractors, I built these from scratch. This one's got a bit of a story to it. This one came from a farm near Toowoomba, spent all of its life in Orange, at a fruit orchard from memory, because down on the rails here it actually had the name of the orchard that it was stationed at. And I picked it up. I've done the respray. Obviously I paid someone to do that, but funded it all obviously. I've had to source bits all from Australia. You know, I've had to get the seat redone. Finding this mat was an episode. I had to join a historic truck association, meet some guy. He's, since, you know, he's into sort of getting retro molds done, so I bought one off him. And I had to meet him in Geelong. It took 7 hours to get there, and that was a story in its own right. But anyway, I'm pretty stoked about that. That means the truck is almost ready to go and get a tray, and it means we can drive it and not freak out that the thing's going to cook. All right, YouTube, that's all for today. Did a big video yesterday, so I'll upload this one as well. See ya.